Hi you guys, today I wanted to show you how I do my contouring routine when I feel like going full out and contouring to the nines, snatching these cheekbones. So let me show you what I do. It's pretty easy, it's pretty fast, but it gets that sharp cheekbone that all the Kardashians have when they go out and get their makeup professionally done. So all you need is a contour powder. I use MAC Sculpt. This is the special Maleficent packaging, but you can get this all year. Then you're going to need a translucent powder. This is the RCMA no color powder, which is really nice because this is really cheap and works really well. Then you're going to need a contouring brush. I like the Real Techniques contouring brush. This is their metals collection. This is the 301. Very skinny, very dense, good for getting a sharp line. I also like the Sigma large angled contour. This is the F40. And I actually will be using this today because I like to blend out my contour a little bit. Then you're gonna need any sort of sponge. I'm using my Beauty Blender damp, but any sort of little makeup sponge will work. Okay, so first thing you wanna do, you wanna take your contour powder and your brush, get it nice and loaded up on there, suck your lips in like you're making a fish face, and find that hollow right underneath your cheekbone. And carve that out. I know it looks crazy, but it won't in a minute. Okay, next you want to contour the rest of your face because you don't just want snatched cheekbones and then a huge forehead. So what we're gonna do is we're almost gonna make a little bit of a 3. So we're gonna kind of make it right here and then right here. Right here and right here, because you want to make your temples look smaller and then the outside of your face, the frame along your face. I'll do that really quick. Get it nice and up into your hairline because you want it blended. You don't want it to look like it's a specific line. You want it to be very blended, very natural. Then I'm also going to contour under my chin. Just go right along the jawbone. I do this a little bit softer because I'm not super worried about my chin. Okay, then for your nose, everybody does it differently. How I do it is I just do 2 little lines and then this way and then a little bit of a line right there to create kind of that little button nose right there. So add it right along the top of your nose, not touching the very tip. Get it along the sides, and I start right on my eyebrow and go down, and then go diagonal down to make your nostrils look smaller. Okay, to make this a little bit less stark and crazy, what I like to do is I like to take my fluffier brush, get a little bit more powder, tap it off so you don't have too much, and blend that out. Goes for the forehead too. Blend that all out, blend it right up and nice into the hairline. Blend out your temple contour, blend out that jaw contour. The nose, don't really want to blend out because you want that in kind of specific areas. But as far as this, you don't want that harsh line. It just doesn't look cute. So now we're going to clean it up. You're going to want to take a damp sponge. I'm going to just spray mine with some Fix Plus. And I'm taking the tip. I'm putting it in my translucent powder. Loading that up on the tip there. And then we're just going to draw right underneath that line that you made with your contour powder with that translucent powder. This is going to clean up that line and make it a little more sharp, but it's still blended because you're using 2 powders and you're fusing those together. Now I've already done my whole face routine. I have my foundation, I have my powder, I have everything on. So you want to do this afterwards. And I go all the way in. You can stop wherever you want. If you want a more rounded cheek, you can round up your contour. and round up that highlight underneath, because wherever there's a shadow, there needs to be a highlight. So you're gonna have a highlight underneath that shadow that you just created. For your nose contour, what I like to do is I take the sponge all the way down and stop right where I made that little divot to give myself the button nose look. And then I dab it a little bit right there, right on the tip of my nose. I'm gonna brush that away with my contour brush because I don't want it to be too harsh. And then there you go. So this is called baking because you're gonna wanna leave this on for a little bit to let it sink into your skin so it looks more natural, it looks more part of your skin rather than the powder, like the powder is just laying right on top of your skin. So I will be back once this has baked fully and I'll show you what to do now. So while that's baking, I'm gonna put blush on. I'm using the Hourglass blush in Luminous Flush, right there. And you're just gonna put your blush right where you normally would if you want a rounder look, which if you're contouring, you most likely don't, but if you do want a rounder look, put it closer to the apples of your cheeks. If you want it to look a little more angular, put it a little bit further back and blend that in with the contour. Just don't touch that translucent powder because you don't need to go that far down with blush anyway. So blend that all together. For my highlight, I'm going to use another Hourglass product. This is Luminous Light. Do I have both? I have the matching ones. Didn't ever realize that. This is Luminous Light and this is Luminous Flush. So each highlighting powder, ambient lighting powder has a matching blush. Anyway, beside the point. This is what that looks like. It's a little bit more of a subtle highlight because I do have a little bit more of a dramatic eye look going on. So I wanted a little bit more of a subtle highlight. So I'm gonna take that, dust out on all the usual spots, top of the cheekbones to get that glow, top of the Cupid's bow, tip of the nose, and then I do a little bit on my forehead because I'm a little bit drier. Okay, now we will wash away the bakage. Okay, to sweep that all away, I use my my powder brush, and you're just gonna kind of sweep that in there and mix it in. But now you have that nice little line without it being too harsh or looking like you drew a stripe on your face, okay? So there you go, there you have it. That's my full face routine. That's my full sculpting, contouring routine. If you really wanna go all out and contour that day, you've got all the spots covered that you might wanna contour, but it's just a quick little easy way to do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed and got some tips from this, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.